Yes, once again, this is like Christmas every week. Like every week at 11:30 on Monday morning, it's like Christmas.
Yeah.
Great Mark Puttenvink coming to us from Patriot Training Systems. How are you doing there, brother?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. So everybody doesn't know, Mark has a company called Patriot Training Systems, trains everybody. I've been a strength and conditioning coach with the Rangers many years ago. We did not know each other then. We met each other through Facebook, I believe it was. And Mark has helped me a ton with stuff here. So good to see you again, brother. So we had a big night last night. The Devils played Montreal last night, and they had a military appreciation night last night, right?
Yeah. So it was a very big event. We had one of our New Jersey Warriors, Joe McGovern, went on ice for the national anthem in recognition of the military appreciation night, and he was up on a jumbo screen. So it was a really great night for him. Great night for our program. And again, for all the veterans, but yeah, it was cool. It was a lot of fun.
Very cool. That is good. I love those nights too. Actually, I had a friend of mine who was there too. We were talking about.
I have to tell you too. So, and I hope Joe's comfortable with telling you the story because I'm sure he is. This is a man who graduated West Point, was an officer, deployed, saw a lot of combat, and he was so nervous. He goes, I don't understand. I've jumped out of planes. I've been shot at, but going on the ice, I'm so worried I'm going to take a digger. I said, fine. Make sure my guards are off.
That's awesome. Amazing. I think I've told a story before. About 3 years ago, played an alumni game up in Boston. Went up there in Boston, and then had another one back against the Ranger at the Masco Garden. And a couple of Navy SEALs were there, and I got to be buddies. We had a dinner the night before, so of course I was like a stalker. I was stalking the Navy SEAL guy, hanging around. He's a good guy. He's a Canadian guy, and same thing. He's been all the stories he tells and stuff that he's done as a SEAL. But we're on the ice for the national anthem. I'm standing beside him. He goes, "Tom, I'm so nervous." And I'm thinking, "So what the heck? You're nervous about what?" But they're out of their other element a little bit. So it's funny stuff.
No, it was a great night, and it's cool because now he's got a little boy. He's going to be 2. I think he's 18 months. And of course, he's going to get him on the ice, and I'm sure back home seeing Daddy out there is pretty cool.
Yeah, that is good. That is very fun.
It was a real. But listen. Who can forget the 72 Summit Series, right? Phil Esposito.
Oh, totally.
When he stepped on ice and took a digger. It happens.
Oh, I know. I remember this sticks in my mind for some. You remember Kerry Fraser, the referee?
Oh, yeah.
Good guy. His name with a nice hair. I always had the hair done and everything.
Yeah.
So we were out in LA. I was with the Kings. It was after the Wayne Gretzky trade. So Gretzky's now with the Kings. Opening face-off, started the game. It's like a hockey hall of fame out there. Gretzky's out there. Luc Robitaille's out there. Jari Kurri, Mark Messier, Paul Coffey, all those guys. And so Timmy Waters and I were partners. So we're on the ice field because we're Mr. and Mr. Reliable, right? We always get the puck to the right person, everything off the face-off. So Wayne wins the draw. Puck comes back to me. And I don't know what happened. It's just one of those plays where it's like the puck was like a grenade. It just blew up. And I don't know where. I'm losing it now. It's in my feet. Jari Kurri goes flying by, grabs the puck, goes down, scores a goal, right? So it's it's one of those plays that I've done like 10,000 times before. Don't know what happens. Now, Kerry Fraser, after a while, you get to know the referees, you have a relationship with him, and he's funny. So we get back to center ice to face off now, and he's delaying, and I'm yelling at him, "Drop the effing puck, drop the puck," and he's dying laughing because he knows the longer it goes with him not dropping the puck,
more in your head.
Everybody's staring at me looking like, "Wait, what are you doing?" So we finally dropped it. But, to the point of falling down or making a mistake up there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Hold on here. Barry Shelley. Barry, who was a veteran himself. Hey, Mark, congratulations on you and the Warriors being honored last night during the Devils game.
Well, thank you, number one. But number 2, thank you for your service, Barry. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. Barry's a good man. So
he's a great guy.
Yeah, he's up in Cooperstown, New York. He's built a rink like up in his attic, right? Is that where he built a rink?
Yeah.
It's not the ice and everything, but it's got all the locker room. He's him and I got to be good friends. He contacted me. Oh God, that must be 2 years ago now. Wanting to get some stuff signed, which was fine. I said no problem. He sent it to me, signed it, sent it back, and apparently he was pretty emotional when he got it, and was really thankful. He had a patch that he wore on uniform as a military police. Had a patch he sent to me that he did not have to send me, but it was a real honor that he thought that much to send it to me. So we become pretty good friends after that. So
yeah, he's got an incredible amount of memorabilia, and for those guys that never made it to the show but played in the American League or whatever, it's great for them to have someone like Barry who recognizes what they did, and memorializes it and keeps it going. The memories. That's fantastic.
He's a fun guy. Really I got the real honor. I got inducted in the Hall of Fame up there as well too. So
is that right?
Dreams, yes.
I'm on the Wall of Shame.
Wall of Shame, yeah. That's
Beth put up a Wall of Shame. I was the first first time ballot winner, actually. Got right.
How is the great Beth doing, by the way?
She's doing really well. She is going into New York Wednesday for the first time into her office since COVID.
Oh,
yeah.
She's right in the city.
Yeah, she works for a television network, and their offices are, I think, down by the UN building.
Oh, wow, very cool.
Yeah, but she's been home since COVID.
Really? So for two years now, she's been home. Wow, stuck with you
Crazy.
too. Like, oh man,
I know. Can you imagine? Well, they did give her combat pay for that. Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, she applied for it. And they said, "Yeah, no."
Imagine the strength of that woman.
Yeah,
being with you all the time.
It's like steel and a saint put together.
You know, I got to tell you, my new favorite exercise right now is the Jefferson deadlift.
They're loving it. Oh, isn't it awesome? Yeah.
What a great, and like you said, I was standing up too straight before too, like bending down. I've got the ass down to the grass now, and much better. Yeah. Oh, good. I lightened up the weight. I was going too heavy a weight, and I realized that's one of those exercises we go lighter weight and get more out of it. I think, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Because like I said, the bar's going to want to walk on you, and you got to really keep your core and your stabilizers, your hip flexors, everything tight so it doesn't wobble. Yeah,
right.
Great one.
So anybody that's watching, if you look up at videos, but basically it's you kind of straddle the bar at a 45-degree angle. The way Mark and I do it is we reach
like this.
We reach our two hands in front of us with a close grip. There are other ways you can do it. You'll see other videos where one hand goes behind your one leg and the other one in front, which is just a different variation on it. I think that one you get more your hamstrings working that one, right?
Correct. Yeah. I just like the fact that the bar will start to, try to move on you. You got to really stay tight, and that helps you keep your technique really tight as well.
Yeah. Your core.
And you can get really, really deep. So you're getting your glutes, you get your hammies, you're getting your adductors, you're getting your core. It's a pretty effective movement.
It's a good workout. Yes. What did you guys do this weekend? Any climb any mountains or anything this weekend or no?
No, we didn't do anything outdoors. I had the game last night, and then Saturday I just had some boxing lessons I taught.
Right,
and,
good.
Pretty quiet.
So Barry's got a very good question that I have never thought to ask before. The great Mark. So Mark is famous for wearing no shirt and flip-flops. So how do you work out with the flip-flops?
Yeah, the flip-flops, what's going on with that? My feet, I don't know what it is, Tom, but they get really, really hot. Like when I skate or when I run, or even like if I'm just like wearing shoes, I can't stand it.
Oh, is that right?
So yeah. So the first moment, the first chance, basically when the snow is gone, I start wearing flip-flops.
Cool.
And I got to a point where I'm demonstrating even plyometric drills, sprints, and everything, boxing and hitting the double end back with flip-flops on. And that's just how I roll. Right. And I do catch a little bit of grief from just about everybody. Yeah.
But what I like is it doesn't bother you one bit. Everybody gets hard time with flip-flops. You got to wear them more, right?
Listen, I'll wear them to a wedding. I don't care. Yeah.
I went through so I don't know. I shouldn't have gotten rid of them too. I had some great cowboy boots. Speaking of weddings, and I wore my cowboy boots with suits and all this kind of stuff. And I had some really exotic boots, really alligator skin and all that kind of stuff. I got rid of them all too. Eventually, I shouldn't have. I should have kept them.
Nah, they don't go bad.
Yeah, no, they don't. So I know I've said this to you, and I think it's a lesson for everybody. We all go through down times when we're training too. Like people say sometimes, like, geez, how do you train every day and all that time? And I realized I had I bet you about a month there where I was still getting good workouts, but lately in the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've been getting some fantastic workouts, and I realized how kind of I'd fallen off a little bit. I'm sure that happens to you as well, right?
Yeah. So and it just recently occurred where I kind of got. So what I'm doing now, Tom, I'm picking one movement, and I just do a half hour straight of it. I just rep it out. Totally tired, catch my breath, go again. So like today I did pull-ups, all variations of pull-ups. Pause pull-ups, partial pull-ups, full pull-ups with a pause at the top. Just kept going for a half hour, and that's it. So pretty jacked up, felt good.
When you keep going for half an hour, what are you doing? Like sets of 10, or is just as many as you get every set?
I vary it. I may warm up just to get my shoulders heated up with like partial reps for 20, just to get the blood flowing, and then I'll start doing full reps. I'll do 3, maybe with a pause, and do sets like that, and then maybe I'll just jump up and do 10 or 15 in a row. So I kind of just keep no specific plan other than just doing variations and different reps and styles for the half hour straight nonstop.
Right.
And I did it the other day with high pulls.
Right. So you do other stuff. I mean, you're pretty active during the day, maybe go for a run or something too, but that is
so like
the gym workout.
Basically. Well, yeah, what I'll do, Tom, is like a half hour skill, whether it's shadow boxing or knife work, or maybe I'll shadow box a few rounds, do some blade work, some martial arts. Then I do the movement, and then I'll go for a run or whatever.
Cool.
Yeah.
And so
In my
you find
flip-flops.
like that half-hour workout, like I've heard you say this a few times, where I may go for an hour and 15 minutes, whatever. You think a half-hour workout, if you're going hard for that half hour, is enough?
No question. So if you think about it, even in sport, I mean, what's a lot of ice time in hockey? 30 minutes.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, that's an incredible amount. I mean, I think Leachy was always around 28, 29 minutes. 30 minutes is a lot of ice time. Right. So if you can pick a movement, Jefferson squat, say for a half hour, just keep going and going and going. Yeah, I mean, it's for me, it's made things a little more simple right now.
Right.
Because I got up this morning, I had an early appointment, and it was like 18 degrees. I'm thinking, do I really want to go to the gym and change? I'm just going to go home and do my pull-ups. That's right here. I get it done. Yeah.
Right. It was cold this morning too. I usually go for my morning march. So people that don't know, I call them march all the time. So and Mark lives the same kind of lifestyle. So I'm trying to train everybody or teach people that whenever you're going to do something, try to get the best out of everything you do. Mm-hmm. So when you get up in the morning, you make your bed, you make it perfect. So when I go for my walk, it was really a walk. I try to get the most out of each stride. And that kind of then is the theme for the whole day, right? To make the bed perfect, get the most out of each stride. Every time you do a workout, every rep, every set is trying to get the most out of it. That just becomes your lifestyle. Can be a little intimidating for some people. And I've learned, I'm sure you have too, that when you talk to people, you have to make sure you say, listen, this is my lifestyle. You don't have to live the same life I am. Do you want to try to get better all the time? Yes, absolutely. You want to try to get better, but don't feel like you have to get up at 3:30 and making the bed perfect all the time.
You know, I guess simple ways, just be a better you. That's all. Don't be a better Tom. Don't be a better Mark or Barry. Just be a better you. Work on yourself and, you know, to your level. I saw a great quote the other day, Tom. I don't know who it was. It was a military guy, but so we've talked briefly about the mushrooms and all that stuff, the microdosing.
Yeah.
He said microdose adversity every day to yourself.
Say that again. So not with the mushrooms, though.
No, but with adversity. That, if you're doing Jefferson squats, right? Say that's. So to change it a little bit, maybe change something about that movement. Maybe put different weight, like on the front and in the back. So you microdose adversity every day. I really like that because, you know, like the cold showers, you know, like blasting cold water.
Yeah. So it's another way of saying like pushing yourself outside that comfort zone, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Wow. And I think I loved it. I want to get a tattoo. I don't have any tattoos, but maybe that'll be my first one. Yeah.
It's like the same thing. I was the same. I know you told us too. The first swim across the Hudson that I helped out in. The one SEAL said to me, he says, "I write myself a contract every day. And the contract says that I'm going to try to get better from yesterday." So I'm the same way with that one.
If you can do 10 perfect push-ups, get to 11. Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
The guys are getting all pumped up about the swim already.
Yeah, I know. So we saw that video. Can we post that video?
Sure, absolutely.
No.
Yeah.
So people don't know. Most people do know that Mark actually plays a huge role, and I help him out. The Navy SEALs started with just Navy SEALs, so this will be the fourth one coming up.
Correct. Yeah, 4.
Right. So it's Bill Brown, a good friend of ours, a really good friend of Mark's, started the whole thing, and it was 30 guys the first years.
33 was the first year. Yeah.
So basically, we go to Liberty State Park in New Jersey. There's a beautiful monument there, like 2 walls, all the names of the people that were killed on 9/11. They have a whole ceremony, some fantastic speeches and everything. They do push-ups, get ready to go, and then they go over to Statue of Liberty Statue of Liberty, jump in the water, swim to the first barge, get up on the barge, do 100 push-ups, 22 pull-ups to signify the average number of suicides every day amongst veterans. They swim to a second barge, do the same thing, and then they swim to Lower Manhattan. And then, to me, one of the best parts about it, when they get to Manhattan, so you got all these Navy SEALs, and there's some other people mixed in there now, walking around with the Daisy Duke shorts on. The guys are all jacked up. They got a flag over the shoulder, and they're running through the streets of Manhattan. The bagpipes are going. Oh my God! Like get the goosebumps going. Then they go to a monument. They do another set of pull-ups and push-ups, and then the day is done. So it's a fantastic event. Raise money for the GI Go Fund, and I'll post a video. Mark Scott, I'll post a video promoting that as well. So it's a fun event to even go just be a part of. And this year, didn't they have a big boat where a lot of the family and everything?
Yeah. So the first year and the third year we did. So there's a sightseeing boat that follows and for friends and family to watch the swim. We didn't do it during COVID because of COVID, obviously,
Sure.
but it'll be there this year. And they're already training. I mean, these guys, they start to train now for August.
Yeah.
I know Bill goes to with Johnny Corsello. They go to the pool Tuesdays and Thursdays, and they get their swimming.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. It's not supposed to be a race or anything, right? It's just a matter of getting it done. But most of them, they race no matter what. They got the
You
personality.
got a whole bunch of alpha male tier 1 guys. They're going to get at it. Yeah. Without a doubt.
And last year, because there wasn't that many police, the police are in the boats, and they've got to make sure that nobody's drowning or in trouble or anything like that. So they made the guys wait at the second barge before they could leave. So the guys who were leading, like it wasn't about leading. They wanted to go.
They want to keep going. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're in the groove. They want to go. So this will be a great event again.
What do we get going here? We're getting invited to a golf tournament here right now, Mark. Would love to have you guys out for a golf tournament in Suffolk County. Get in touch with Cognitor Joseph.
I'm always up for golf. I don't know if golf's always up for me, but yeah, I love to play golf. That would be great. Yeah.
So Ron Grescher's got a golf tournament going on at some point. I think it's in May. I don't want to hold me to that. So we do our show on Thursday, and you can be part of this too. So we do our show on Thursday. So there's myself, James Patrick, Larry Melnick, and Ron Greschner. And what we're thinking about doing this year instead of a golf tournament is doing a comedy night. A good friend of ours owns the Levity Live Comedy Club in the mall over there in Suffolk County. Was it Palisades Mall? And they also own down the city. Yeah, they own the city, the Gotham Comedy Club. They have. So we've done it before. Actually, I'm part of that Warrior for Life Fund down in Virginia Beach. And two radio guys here, Craig Carton and Evan. They have a radio show in the afternoon on WFN and a sports show. They put the comedy club. The place was packed. They did a great job. The comedians. Craig's a pretty funny guy as well. Raised $10,000 for that. So we'll try to do the same thing again, and maybe use your Jersey Warriors as donate the money to.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So fun.
The Palisades Mall. That's where Royce's school is. That's where I train.
Oh, is that right? Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's where his martial arts academy is. Yeah.
Good. We'll get. Have you seen this Thursday show at all with Larry Melnick?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh God. I got it. I should share more. Like he sends me emails sometimes where I swear he's had a few too many PBRs. Funny guy.
I mean, that's a comedy act right there with you, Gresham, and Melnick. Yeah.
Well, I think that's what we do. We try to have like a short version of the show out there, and also have some comedians.
So
there's a lot of comedians who are huge hockey fans too. So
yeah, I've told Beth we should put a camera right here in the kitchen for our dinner conversations. Because nice. it would be a great sitcom, and it's I'm the typical dumb male guy, and she's the very acerbic woman,
and she understands that you are not as smart as her.
But she knows I'm limited. Yeah.
Right. Do you think that's a key to being a good man? Is to just understand that women are smarter than men are?
Absolutely. Well, I said to her one night, we never argue. She goes, yeah, because I'm always right. I said, yeah, you know what? The other night, Tom, I'm sitting here. She's cleaning up the dishes, right? And she makes a turn, and the steak knife goes like right by my face, right? I said, oh, you almost got me with the steak knife. She goes, yeah, I know.
Did you see Barry brings up here about the Barry gets credit for this.
We need to talk about that.
Oh gosh.
So I don't know, man. I think it's 50-50. 50% it really was, 50% it was staged, because we're talking about it.
See, I know Kevin Allen and I today did our show, and he said staged no, it was real. I said,
because look, there was a big like this, and they could have behind the stage made a sound effect.
All right, so if it was staged, what would be the purpose for it?
We're talking about it today.
Right, so getting more
attention. I would not be talking about the Oscars at all had it not been for that.
But there's no benefit to Will Smith. He's a huge star anyways, and so is Chris Rock, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. But then again, it may also be something they talked about doing just as just.
So did the people at the Oscars say, "Listen, we need to do something to juice this up a little bit, so next year then people are going to want to watch, right?"
Yeah,
I mean that could be the theory.
Yeah.
But I guess at the expense of Jada Pinkett Smith, is that his wife's name?
Yeah, Jada Pinkett Smith. Yeah.
Right. So she's got the disease where
alopecia.
Right. Yeah. So and apparently Chris Rock made fun of her for that. Is that how it started?
He called her G.I. Jane. That's the movie with Demi Moore.
I didn't get that. I heard that before and I didn't get that right. Okay, all right, I got you.
Yeah.
So
I mean, part of me thinks it is real because he, like maybe Will's one of those guys. Like I probably would do the same. You're talking about my woman on TV, I'm going to deck you. I mean,
I see that part of me. I'm totally all for that. There should be more. I'm not for the violence part of it, but
for the violence.
We should be all sticking up. We should be all sticking up for each other a lot more than we are, right? Especially.
And that's another thing, Tom. I wanted to mention to you, and it's kind of a serious note, but it isn't. But at the same time, I really, between COVID and all the division in this country. So the other day, I'm at the grocery in a parking lot. You know, people can pull in from the other direction. They're facing you, right? And it was in a handicapped spot. A gentleman and his wife were putting the packages in a car. And she takes a shopping cart and she's trying to jam it into another one. And I'm like, just leave it there. I'll get it. But I'm on the phone in the car.
Right.
She lit me up, started screaming at me. And I had to stick my, no, I'm saying, she thought I was saying, hey, bring the carts back.
Oh.
I'm saying, just leave it there. I'll take care of it. Because they were, a little bit older, probably my age, but they're a little bit older. They're probably younger than me. But anyhow, it just, I sat there going, people are so like uptight, man.
I know.
Everybody's ready to
I find a lot of that too. I was in the city on Saturday. I drove in. I really usually take the train. I drove in, went to a parking lot, and the guy working there, I didn't know where he was going. He was moving another car, so I was trying to get out of his way. Apparently, I got in his way more, and he starts like, "What are you nuts?" Like, he's pointing at me like, "You're nuts," whatever. And I luckily I caught myself. I just started laughing. I put my head down. I said, "Whoa, it's fine." And then I got out and I gave him knuckles, and I could tell he felt bad after. But I think people are just they're fed up.
Yeah, in general. Yeah, because it keeps sowing division. You're this, you're that. No, I'm not. I make my own mind up. You know what I mean? And people are so.
You see it with the Will Smith thing, right? I mean, some people are dead against what he did. Some people, and it doesn't seem to be any understanding that maybe you could just have a different opinion on it. If you don't agree with the other person, you're stupid.
Well, that's where we are in this country. If you don't agree with a certain thing, you're this, you're that.
Yeah.
But a couple of years ago too, it was really fun. I'm walking into the same grocery store, right? And it's all fire lane, and there's so this guy pulls in up against the curb in front of the liquor store, pointing in the wrong direction. And he got out of the car and he kind of looked at me. I just went, dude, like there's a whole parking lot 20 feet away.
Right.
He comes running up to me. What are you, a cop? And I'm like, no. And he said, I don't want to get into the details of what he was saying, but he's trying to get me to hit him. I said, listen, man, I'm not going to hit you. Yeah, I'm not going to hit you. Where'd you from? I told him where I was from. He goes, but anyhow, so I just walk away, go in the grocery store, 20 minutes later, I'm shopping, check out. Now he's in the car. He pulled up. He's waiting for me to come out.
Oh.
So I walk up. I go, what are you doing? And he starts, I said, listen, man, it's your lucky day because I'm going to go to the car now and drive home and just like absolutely nuts. And by the way, Tom, listen, I'm not tough by any means. In fact, I can't even lick a stamp. But this guy was just, a mess. Just a mess.
I know. Yeah. And I notice it more on the highway too. And maybe do you think we're looking for it more now that it's always been there, but or do you think there is more of it? Like I know on the highway.
It's interesting. There's a guy I mentioned before, Lee Marson. He's over in Great Britain. He's a combatives instructor. And he's a really, he's a street guy, but he's one of those guys really, really bright, And he talks about the fact that if you look at the media, everything we read, everything we see, they keep us under stress constantly. Everybody's under stress. Everybody's in a fight or flight mode. And that's what it is. Everybody's all jacked up, fight or flight. What are you looking at? And then people are ready to go.
Yeah. I got to tell you, I don't feel like I'm trapped in that because I just don't watch the TV very much. And I think it helps me so much. Yeah.
I don't watch the news anymore.
Yeah, I know.
I'll look at the headlines in the paper and it's just.
Yeah, I know. I get online in the morning. I start looking at stuff, and you feel yourself getting aggravated. I really try to do a lot more stuff like researching on YouTube. You get stuck down. And you keep doing the same ones. The problem is I've gotten into these First Amendment auditors. So First Amendment. Part of the First Amendment is your right to film from public. Anything you can see from public, you're allowed to film it. So part of the problem is though some of these First Amendment auditors will try to bait police or whatever. They'll go to a police station and they'll film from public. Just you can tell they're really trying to get the police officers. But it is, and you and I back the police. We're both the same. We back the police, military, firefighters, first responders, all that. But there is a lot of cases where the police officers are not educated about what the First Amendment is. and they're trying to force. They're kind of taking away the rights. Now, again, there's some of these First Amendment auditors are very good about it. They just, they let them know, listen, I'm doing a First Amendment audit, and then they let the people go and see how they react to it. Others, again, they're baiting them and being rude and everything. So it's, but I do find, when I watch those, if you get those people that are being rude, I have to turn it off because I feel myself getting aggravated right away.
Yeah.
Again,
yeah.
So.
It's difficult. The funny thing is, whether someone's filming you, but everywhere you go now, you're on video. You just don't know it. I mean, every store, every.
Yeah. There's no point in getting mad at a guy with a camera because there's cameras everywhere all the time. Yeah,
everywhere. In fact, one of the things we teach gun for law enforcement, weapon retention. If someone goes to grab your gun, first thing we tell them is just start screaming gun grab, because everybody's gonna have the cameras out, and if something goes sideways, everyone knows the guy was trying to grab your gun.
Yeah. So a big day here. We do our Sunday cooking show. Big day here yesterday. For a couple of years, I've been wanting to make sushi. So we finally made sushi yesterday. Oh man, that's good
stuff.
Oh, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you knew this, but I didn't. So with the rice, they season it with this rice vinegar, and they also put sugar and salt in it. So I made my own. So I just took the sugar and salt out. You don't need it. I just use the rice vinegar so we can control how much more you get. And so it's sushi I view as pretty healthy. And now I can make any kind of sushi I want now.
Now is that to make the rice a little stickier, maybe?
No, not necessarily. It's to flavor it. Because the sushi rice is sticky anyways. That's basically what it is. It's just really to season it. Maybe the rice vinegar makes it a little bit more sticky, but basically it's more for the flavor of it. And I didn't realize that before, because I guess that's the part with sushi where if you chart your calories into an app or whatever, there's sometimes more fat in it. I guess it's because of the sugar that's in there too. So it's cool. It's very good. I made California roll and 2 pieces of salmon sushi. My new favorite store is H Mart. Have you ever been to H Mart?
No.
So there's a chain, and they it's a Korean-owned company, but they have all different like Chinese, Japanese, Korean foods. It's really pretty interesting. Very healthy stuff. Obviously, some of the pre-made stuff, you got to be really careful. A lot of sodium in it. But they've got all the live fish in there, the whole bit, lots of vegetables, stuff that we wouldn't find in a normal grocery store. So
yeah, I love Asian food. I made chicken Saturday night, kind of Asian style. Came out well.
Nice.
And then Beth goes, how'd you make this? And I don't really remember.
So I had wasabi was on the plate, Chris. You got to look close. It's on the far end of the plate there. But I couldn't.
By the way, Chris, thank you for that invite.
Yeah, that's right. I couldn't find the ginger. I wanted to get that too, make it real professional. But
Do you like pickled ginger? I don't like it. It's soapy. I like ginger, like if you just flavor it. But the ginger.
Is it pickled ginger or the ginger they put on the plate at the Japanese?
I don't care for that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But that's supposed to be really good for your stomach, right? Isn't that the purpose of it?
Well, it's also to cleanses your palate, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I felt like a pro yesterday too, slicing that sucker up there. I had to do a lot of homework though. I didn't want to screw it up, because I'm filming it and everything. So
do you have a Ginsu?
I got a kit that has little bamboo rollers and the sharp knife and everything like that. But I had to I watched a bunch of videos where the guys really showing how to roll it properly, because I was so determined not to screw it up. Yeah,
what probably makes a great sushi roll is Snoop Dogg.
Who?
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg makes a good sushi roll.
He's from rolling.
He's rolling.
From rolling all those years.
I didn't get what the heck are you talking about? Probably does have a good one. Yeah. Yes, definitely. So the Warriors, you guys got any games coming up or just practices?
April 24th. I find out that we have an ice slot, a game slot. I think we're going to play the Coast Guard as an alumni team. Yeah.
Nice. Good. We have April 23rd. We have the Ranger Islander alumni game.
Oh, yeah. I want to go there. Where is that?
Islanders practice facility, Eisenhower Park, I think it is in Long Island.
Okay. Yeah, I've been there actually. Yeah.
It's actually pretty interesting. They got a tough team. I saw their lineup. They've got like Aaron Asham, your buddy from New Jersey.
Oh yeah,
Aaron,
I know Aaron real well. Yeah.
Aaron Asham, Mick Fakota, a couple other tough guys too. Richie Pilon's on that team. So.
Oh my God, Richie.
Yeah. Oh, I know. He's a character. He's Richie Pilon. I really didn't. I had Brian Berard as a client when I was in the agent business. Brian had played with Richie Pilon. With the Islanders, so I got to know him a little bit. Then Richie, for a brief period of time, played with the Rangers as well.
Yeah,
great guy, just a great sense.
Yeah, Brian was there when I was there.
Yeah. Oh, was he there?
Yeah. We got him from Toronto that year. Yeah.
Oh, that's
right. Pat Quinn called me because you want to know what his number. I forgot who we traded, but Quinn wanted. No, for Brian.
He signed as a free agent.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah,
I think it was
but that's
someone
when
else.
because he had lost his eye, hurt his eye in Toronto.
Yes.
Missed the whole
Closer.
year, and then was a free agent coming out. And then I was actually old teammates with Don Maloney, who was assistant GM with the Rangers.
Yeah.
And Herb Brooks was still alive at the time, and he was going to be coaching the U.S. Olympic team coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So what we wanted to try to do is get Brian out on the ice so the scouts could see him. So Herb was nice enough to let Brian come out and skate with the Olympic team. And in typical Herb fashion, he says, just be sure he's not making the team. He's not coming out for the team. And Herb and I were pretty close. So he kind of did us a favor, let him skate. And Don went and watched him skate. I think he was out in Colorado Springs and came back and said, man, he can play. So we signed him to a contract. So.
Yeah, I got hit in the face with a stick in practice, and Rammer was going to sew me up, right? So I go in the room, and Berard comes in and goes, oh, let me do it. And, because you can't see.
That's funny. That's good. Speaking of Rammer, so Jim Ramsey, right? With
yeah.
So he's their medical trainer. They announced he did his 2,500th game last night.
Been
That's
around
amazing.
forever, and I would think. I know he's the top guy in this field.
Yeah,
and he's been with the Canadian Olympic program for years as well.
Definitely. Good guy too. Great sense of humor. I've talked to him a couple times. Good guy.
In fact, because Rammer I got to meet Gretzky, because what happened was Wayne was in LA. I think didn't he get season tickets when he got his contract with Bruce McNall for lifetime or something?
Yeah.
So he was there, and he came to the game pretty much to see Rammer because it was an Olympic year. So he came in after the morning skate, and we all had lunch. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, Wayne's a good guy.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I don't know if he's crazy about doing it. I don't get the sense that he's like really loving doing the TV stuff. I don't know if that's him or not.
Look comfortable. But no, but going back to Rammer, he's definitely the top dog in his field. He's really, really good.
Definitely, yes. All right, well, good to see you again. What's going on this week? Anything exciting happening this week?
No, I just got a lot of work this weekend. Nothing, but the following weekend, Will and I are doing that tactical course down in South Jersey.
Nice.
Yeah,
excellent. Okay, good. All right, everybody, have a good week. We'll see Mark again next Monday. The most important part of the week, 11:30 Monday morning. All right, see you, everybody.
See ya.